Welcome back to a little midweek episode. What an adventure we had at the weekend, wasn't it? Well, the adventure continued off camera. So once I'd finished filming for the day, I thought, that's it, let's drive Lemmy back in. We're good, we're driving back in. Got in, bang, into gear, and then more, because I wasn't using salt, so I thought, I'm stuck in mud, I'm going uphill, I've got a little ramp down there, I'll give it some revs, I held the throttle, smelling of clutch, and then something's wrong with the clutch. I thought, I was sort of knew that, and I'm like, there's something wrong with it, still something wrong with the clutch, not 100% right. So we winched it in because it's quite hard to push, and then the Sophia gave it a last little nudge in. And so yeah, we did that and I left it, and I thought, our gearbox is going to come off, and I said that. Still might, let's hold, small point. But because this is why it's good to walk away from the problem sometimes, because you don't make mistakes, which I sort of made a mistake and I didn't think at the time. What I didn't realise was when I was reversing out the other day, I found reverse and it was below first. See where I'm going now? And anyway, we found reverse, came out, bloody woo, took the photos and everything, everyone's good, everyone's happy. But then I went to go in first and it solved the sort of problem. Then I was sitting there that night thinking, reverse isn't normally below first, is it? No. Quick search, and obviously Audi's, yeah, normal ones. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, reverse. So I'm thinking, I wonder if I was in fifth gear. I could have been in fifth gear, couldn't I? If I was in fifth gear, no wonder we had trouble trying to accelerate, even though we got a 2.7 bi turbo. But there's mostly not much torque at 1,000 revs, a fair bit, but yeah. So, long waffle, short waffle. I'm going to start it up, try it, reverse it out, and hopefully go across the other side where we normally find fifth, and we're going to first, and see if it drives back in again. If it does, sweet, happy days. All we need to do is now sort the linkage out, which me and my dad did wrong. Well, my dad didn't do it wrong, he just did what I said, and I did all the gear linkages and worked out what I thought was first. But then, hey, maybe we made a mistake anyway. But I think it's just a bell crank, and we can sort that and move the position. Well, let's find out anyway, otherwise it's pointless. So yeah, I've got a few hours down here. Mrs. Green's come down, she's sitting in the car, she's going to cook me some dinner. I need to clean the hob up before she sees that. And we'll go from there. Now, yeah, it stalled a little bit because I didn't have any throttle, so yeah, it's quite a steep ramp, but that's definitely first gear, we got that right. Still a slight smell from the clutch, but I don't know if I did that the other day, or is there still something quite wrong? It is a Porsche clutch we put in this, we have got a spare clutch, but for now, we're just going to go with that. The other thing we did quickly the other day was we fitted an air filter. Bought the cheapest one I could off eBay, which is mostly the worst thing to do. It was actually too big for the fit in there, but I managed to find a little bit of silicone pipe. Well, I'll cut a bit of this off, put it on there, and it's lovely. Job done in it. Stop the crap getting in. So I'm just trying to figure out what we should do. today, whether we should just have a quick look at the gear linkage and see what we can do. Let me have a quick look at that and then get back to you. While I'm thinking about the gear linkage, what I have made is we made a new bumper lip. I did this at work in my lunch hour with the bumper welding gun, which I need to do a little review on because they sent it to me, so please bear with that at some point. And yeah, part of me is going to just try it and yeah, feedback. Not really sure how my light levels are doing, so I do apologise if anyway, my plastic welding broke just by tapping the bumper lip back on, but that's not too bad. I think, to be honest, I was trying to put an edge to it on the back of it, which, to be honest, I can put a bit of a Aldite on that in a minute and just bond it back on. But what do you think? Should I paint it, filler it and make it all nice and black, or I was thinking just leave it? I like the way I'm starting to like the way that's just like filled up. See how long it lasts. I think, to be honest, we should just leave it, shouldn't we? Let's not concentrate on anything to prettify this thing. Let's just make it what it is. Lemmy would appreciate. Okay, I've just noticed that this one of these gear linkages is quite close to the drive shaft. I think we've got room to lift it up, so that's something to remember. So anyway, here's our problem. Basically, this lever's going in and out, turns that into up and down motion. It's the wrong way down. When it goes backwards, it's going down. When it pulls that way, it's going up. It needs to be the opposite way around, so we need to switch this crank around. So this is on top, is one option, or we can change things around. So it could still be on the bottom, but the pivot points over the other side. But we've got quite a lot of space to play with on this plate. And yeah, let's see what we can figure out. Mrs. Green just cooking dinner in the back of the car for me. What have we got, dear?
Gnocchi.
Gnocchi. Don't worry, your head's not in it. Just gnocchi, and then we got these sachets of mayonnaise stolen from Wetherspoons. Not really. These things.
Mincefield pancakes.
Yeah, Mincefield pancakes. Bit of oil for them. Come back for them in a minute. Don't panic. I've cracked the window open a little bit, so she won't fall asleep. And yeah, overheating the car. Anyway, it's only a little bit of fire. It'll be fine. Still playing with the linkage. Still playing with the linkage. You just know what we're having for tea. One day we get a bigger unit with a kitchen and everything, wouldn't it? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Not saying that she belongs in a kitchen. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. All right, gearbox. Whoops. I had the heat on, so I didn't hear nothing, and she was over there beeping the horn on the car because the hob wouldn't work. But she sorted it out. She's still cooking my dinner. All right, back to this. I'm going to drill a hole in this plate in a slightly different position, and I think we're going to try it and see how it works. We can adjust all this and everything. We can just drill holes in everything, can't we? Yummy, yum, yum, yum. There we go. Salt. There's some mince in there. Okay, I've managed to flip the linkage, and I think I've still got room. We put a little space on this to push this linkage out. We've tweaked stuff, and basically, yeah, we've put the pivot point above instead of below, so that reverses the action. And yeah, you guys watch it and let me know in the comments if it works or not. So, can you hear me? First, second, third, fourth, fifth. It's supposed to be reverse, I think. So. I suppose we'll have to just give it a go and try it. think some of the bits are a little bit loose, it doesn't help either. Might responsible one day with the bumper. Right. So, let's see. Oh, I don't know, shoes. You can definitely feel that engine through the seat. You can definitely feel that. Okay, small little week update there. Sorry for all the little driving shots, but I had to test it. So, yeah. Some people don't show their mistakes. I do. So yeah, getting 5th and 1st mixed up the other day. Could have been worse. I could have had it on camera, didn't I? But I didn't, so. But we sorted it. And again, that's the reason why we didn't weld the gear linkage up originally, because we were still testing it. So we'll keep it all clamped in. We're doing the bolts up a little bit tighter next time. There's a little link arm that needs some lock nuts on it. So we'll do all that. And if it starts to sort of get dry for a bit, we'll try and... The next thing this weekend, we're going to crack on. We've got to get this subframe a bit more welded in. It's just tacked in at the moment. So we can't really drive it anywhere, because as soon as it hits a bump, it's just going to go... So that's the aim for this weekend. If we can get that in, maybe take it for a little bit more of a drive, but at least get some of the strengthening done on the subframe. And yeah, we can move on from there. So yeah, you saw what I had for dinner. So hit the like button. I know it's not as exciting as last week's one, but it really did help. So if you could hit the like button again, like you always do, smash it. And if you want to help me in any way, yeah, check out the description below. I'm supposed to just give a shout out to my sister's friend, Gaz. I'll check that in a minute if I didn't get it right. Hello, Gaz. Thank you for watching and servicing my sister's car. Yeah. Stay safe, everyone.